All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. It is Thursday night, and I'm excited. It's your boy Big, and that means that you are watching the Game On, Get Paid Power Hour show live Thursday nights. And I got my money hammer, and we're about to hit you with the money hammer tonight. We are here to talk to you all about Game Loot Network. Now, before you're saying, what's that crazy guy wearing the crazy hair? I'll explain this later because we're actually in celebration mode tonight because our special guest, before I actually introduce him, let me talk to you about my co-host tonight. Now, normally, my co-host is the effervescent Krista, and unfortunately, she is down for the count, but she is on the panel. She just is not on camera due to some technical difficulties. So she's going to be able to pipe in, but you're not going to be able to see her smiling face. So in her place, I've got the man who's always the sixth man, the guy who's willing to jump in at any moment, my man. So Paul, you want to come out and say hello to everyone? How you doing tonight, brother?
You know what, I'm doing so good tonight, Big. Today's a huge day. Today's a huge day for a lot of people. We got some accolades. We got some people making money. You know what, the money hammer is definitely out today. I am over the moon, brother. It's a good day.
Awesome. So glad to hear. So glad to hear. Now, as I said, Krista, maybe you know what? Let me try to see if she can pipe up. Maybe we can hear, like a little house mouse. Krista, you out there? In spirit, even though people can't see you.
Hey, I'm here. Just chiming in tonight. Awesome. There I am. Yeah, I wasn't going to miss this for the world. We have a very special guest down here tonight who's also a team member of mine, and I'm so very proud of him. And I thought, no matter what, I need to get on this call tonight and just to be here with him in this moment.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So again, we want to welcome you to tonight's show. As we said, we do this every single week. I'm excited. I'm always excited. We're excited about what we're involved in, but you're probably sitting there, if you're watching this for the first time, saying, what are you excited about? If you have no idea what Game Loot Network is, well, guess what? Now, you're going to be excited too, because we're going to go through exactly what it is, and we're going to go through why we're excited, why I'm wearing this silly hair, and why our guest, okay, we're celebrating a momentous occasion tonight, and you're actually going to hear it from his own words. Now, before we get started, a little housekeeping duties. Now, that doesn't mean you've got to go and vacuum or anything like that. What it means is this: we're going to be covering a lot in the next hour, and I promise you this, not only is your wallet going to thank you, but your family is going to thank you. So if you got your baby mama, or you got your boyfriend or your girlfriend, or your kids are hitting up saying, Dad, come on, let's go watch, The Incredibles and all, tell them not right now. I've got to watch this for the next 60 minutes because, again, your financial future depends on it. I'll make you that promise. And again, Big always keeps his word. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about that, like we always say, you got to be ready. Hope you got your popcorn ready, because tonight we're going to put on a show. So go out to the kitchen, pop it in the microwave, whatever you need to do. Make sure you have extra butter, because tonight's show is extra salty, extra salty. We're going to go over everything about Game Loot Network. We're going to talk all about the company. We're going to talk all about how you get paid once you get involved. But the most important thing on housekeeping is this, that if someone shared this link with you and you're watching tonight's show because they shared a link with you, make sure you get back to them if you want to follow through after we talk about what we talk about. If you're watching this on replay, not live, replay, make sure you get back to the person that shared the link, because we want you to hook up with them. Because again, our entire system is all about teamwork, and that's why we're here celebrating tonight with you for what we're doing. Further ado, I'm going to let my man Paul come out, and while I'm getting geared up for the presentation of what Game Loot Network is, Paul, why don't you talk about what got you started or interested in Game Loot Network? Because you, been around the block a few times, right?
Big, look, I think maybe what I need to do is I need to take a step back and explain to people what my history is, what I've done, and what's brought me up to this point. Many years back, I was in Amway. I loved the concept. I loved the idea of a company that you could grow. What made that really good was also the training and the people, and that's what attracted me to it. But over the years, I wasn't really good at it. But over the years, I always knew that this is something that I would probably end up getting back to. I then got involved with internet marketing, where I started selling traffic for people to try and get their biz ops going for them, their business opportunities. And a couple of people had tried to recruit me into building different companies. And I tried a few, and I thought I was bad. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. But I still wanted to try. Like, I really knew that this is a way for people to make a really significant income. But I didn't want to join just any company. I was really, really picky. And the people, tons of people have tried to recruit me into different things. When you sell traffic, people come to you daily. Paul, have you seen this? Paul, have you seen? The first thing they try and do is they try and get you into the opportunity. The second thing that they do is they'll end up buying traffic from you. So I've seen so many. And I've been really picky. I'm probably one of the hardest guys to recruit into any business. I am extremely critical. I will look at the company inside out, upside down. And I've taken a look at various companies. One company I did really well in, but it collapsed really quickly. And that scared me, and I went back to, I was quite comfortable being the guy like in a corner just sending traffic to help those people who were trying to build their biz ops. I didn't want to be in the limelight. I really, really didn't. But it got to a point where I needed a change. I needed to get back into something that I believed in. It's not that I didn't believe in traffic. It was just, it's a hard gig, man. It really, really is big. I can't tell you. When you sell traffic on a daily basis, there's so many things that you need to try and take care of. And I wanted to kind of not leave that behind, but I wanted to supplement it with building a business with a company. And I looked around at a lot of things. And what got me to this point was I desperately wanted to find a company. And I made a video early on where I spoke about wanting to find a company that not only make me money, but could make other people money. Because that to me it's the essential, man. It really, really is. Because if you're the only one that's making money in a company and nobody else is, it's doomed to fail. Right? And there's tons of companies out there where people will recruit you and you work and you work and you work and you're not making money. And then I looked at this and I loved the pay plan. I really, really did. The pay plan made absolute sense to me. And then I had a discussion with Krista about it, and then she shared her strategy. And that's when the actual penny dropped. And I knew that this was a company that I was going to be stuck in, and this is where I am today, man.
Awesome. Yeah, nice teaser there for everyone watching. We promise we're about to go into exactly what this opportunity is and why you might want to take a further look at it also, because after we're done, you're going to see why it all makes sense, why it all comes together. Now, you're also going to understand why I'm wearing this outfit. For those of you that don't know, Bigg always has fun. And so if you watch the show on a regular basis, I'm not only going to have fun, I hit people with the money hammer, but there's also things I do to keep it fun, because this business is all about making friends, having fun, and ultimately making money also. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to go right into talking about. So if you guys give me a heads up, you can see my screen. Are we good to go?
Yes, sir. It looks good.
Awesome. So what we're talking about here is the perfect storm of opportunity. And what does that mean? It simply means that people nowadays are easily bored and they need to be stimulated constantly. They need to be entertained. That's why YouTube is so large. That's why Facebook is so large. A lot of it has to do with stimulation and entertainment value. But people need to de-stress, and there are different ways to do that. Some people go mountain biking. Some people jump off bridges with bungee cords. But there are a lot of people who, guess what, don't go to that extreme, and they go mobile. Now, mobile not meaning on their bike. A lot of more people are using their mobile than ever before. And what does that mean for you? There's a mobile gaming revolution, and we want you to be part of it, and that's what Game Loot Network is all about. So we want to welcome you to tonight's presentation, and we're going to tell you how to tap into that mobile wave that is coming, and we're just at the early stages of it. You understand that the mobile game industry is currently a $40 industry, but it's also projected to be over 200 billion in the next 3 years. Now, if you can see my screen there, Paul, do you see the Angry Birds? Clash of Clans?
I do.
Awesome. You see, are these names kind of ringing a bell for some people, even if you're not a big gamer? Draw Something, Temple Run. The bottom line is there are a lot of mobile game success stories. In fact, Angry Birds, which everyone knows about. In fact, it was just recently made into a movie. All types of product are being sold based on Angry Birds. Cost just $100,000 to create. It had over 2+ billion downloads. 200+ million minutes are wasted every single day playing Angry Birds. Do you know that's over 16 years of gameplay? And Rovio, the maker of Angry Birds, is currently valued on the stock market at over $1 billion, a game maker. In fact, I found this interesting. More people play Angry Birds every day than are actually in Twitter's entire member database. If you look at Candy Crush, here's another one that people know about. Over 93 million daily active users. That's more than the population of Australia. Now, King, they're the company responsible for Candy Crush. They made almost $2 billion with a B in revenue and over $550 million in profit in 2013 alone. King went on to be sold in 2015 for $5.9 billion. Wait, there's more. Follow me here. Mobile gaming giant Supercell is one of the big ones. They did Clash of Clans, $829 million in revenue in 2013. Supercell, the company, did $892 million in profit in 2013. That's profit. That's what they cleared. Then went on to sell a 51% stake to SoftBank for $1.5 billion in 2014. Do you see where I'm going with this? All right. Flappy Bird, it's not just the big guys. Flappy Bird was built and published on the Apple Store in only 4 days. In fact, it was a 28-year-old Vietnamese game developer, and that's had more than 50 million downloads. It became the #1 downloaded app on the Google Play Store and generates $50,000 a day in ad revenue for a game that was made in only 4 days for basically $1,000. And all the mobile gaming giants like King has over 1.2 billion game plays every single day. They have 128 million daily active users, 100 employees, but they're currently valued on the stock market at over $4 billion. And again, this is not just for geeks. I see you shaking your head there, but I don't play games. But guess what? A lot of people are. In fact, mobile gaming went mainstream last year during the Super Bowl. There were commercials for Clash of Clans, Game of War, Heroes Charge, and the companies aren't playing around. 15 million was spent on less than 2 minutes of airtime during that Super Bowl. And big stars are being associated with. That means they're paying those big stars big money. Kate Upton, Liam Neeson, those are celebrities for Clash of Clans and Game of War. A lot of you are now seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger with Mobile Strike. The total estimated cost for those 3 commercials alone was over $20 million. So they have the revenue in order to spend to get more. But the thing they all have in common is most of their use was generated using social media, especially Facebook. Many of you out there are shaking your head while you're eating your popcorn of the number of people that hit you up to play Candy Crush or Clash of Clans on Facebook. Ever growing. But we're not just changing the rules with Game Loot Network. We're actually changing the game. And what do you mean by that? Okay, we've just shown you that it is a huge, growing, multi-billion-dollar industry. How can we help you tap into it? And that's what we're talking about. What if you could actually do what you're already doing on social media, Facebook, time, have fun, win prizes, and earn cash too? Would that be a yes? Can I see you shaking your head? Absolutely. I have X-ray vision. I can see what all of you are doing out there sitting watching this show. Well, let me talk about one thing, because there's so many of you out there that are shaking your head no because you're saying, I don't play games. Well, guess what? Big's here to tell you it doesn't matter what your age is. A lot of people actually are playing games. Let me go through the gaming demographics, because it doesn't matter if you're playing games. It matters if other people are. And how do you tap in and make money from that? If we look at the major countries, we're looking at the players. It's actually split pretty evenly between female and male. If you look in North America, over 146 million people play games. Look at the graphic below here, and you'll see the age groups are well represented. And in fact, 35 to 50-year-olds make up nearly a third of the entire game player market demographic for North America. It's nearly the same in Europe with 212 million. Actually, more gamers in Europe and Korea, Japan, China, but it's all the same, okay, that 20 to 35 and 35 to 50 actually make up a huge chunk of the demographic. So you need to change what your perception of gamers are. They're not just young kids sitting there basically only doing Pokemon Go. There is a huge demographic for all age groups. And so the 4 questions you need to ask yourself is, do you play games on your mobile phone or other device? Android, iPad, or tablet? Yes or no, doesn't matter. Because the other question that's more important is, do you know anyone that plays games on their mobile phone or other mobile devices? And again, I know a lot of you are shaking your head because you remember all those invitations that people sent you to play. Win prizes and other cool stuff. Most of you love to win prizes. But the major question is, would you like to actually make money and get paid to either play games or share those games with other people? And we're going to show you how easy that is. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you play the games. We're going to show you how to tap into this huge and growing market. If you said yes to any of those questions, and I'm sure you said yes to at least one of them, we've got something very powerful we want to let you in on tonight, and that's Game Loot Network. What we're talking about is a legitimate company, Game Loot Network, that was started in Kansas City, Missouri. It's currently in a world-class, state-of-the-art 8,000 square foot office, and in fact, in a number of weeks, they're going to be moving into an even larger facility. That shows you the growth that's happening. Lance Baker has over 15 years of experience in the industry, and the wonderful thing we're going to talk about tonight is they just launched a brand new distributorship phase on June 1st of this year in 9 different countries, and those countries include the US, Canada, Mexico, Bahamas, New Zealand, Australia, the UK, England, India, and the Philippines. And what's so wonderful about that? Because they have all of these products, and these products are mobile games, mobile games, mobile games. So you see where I'm going. I showed you that even if you don't play games, there are a lot of people that do, and games are shared and revenue is made. So the question becomes, why can you not get a piece of that revenue? With Game Loot Network, what they've done is they established an ultimate gaming community where they can get tokens called Game Loot, and people play for fun and win those tokens. They get to invite people, play head-to-head with friends. They play in daily, weekly, and monthly tournaments. They win prizes in the gamified reward center. So there's all types of people that are playing there, and more are added each day. So it's already an established community. It's already an established company. It is they've combined 3 elements to make it very powerful as far as a combination. They have an ever-expanding library of mobile games. The more games you put out there, the more chances of having a viral hit like that Candy Crush or that Clash of Clans. But what they've also done is really put together a fun and exciting social gaming community where the people really interact with each other. So it's not just one person playing a game by themselves. They've made it really interactive, and they reward people through the Game Loot reward. And most importantly, if you're watching this tonight, through a compensation plan as a distributor in the new plan that they've rolled out. And that's what we want to talk to you about tonight. It's very simple how our business in Game Loot Network. If you look at all of those other gaming companies, I talked about the millions that they're spending on advertising, on television, on the Super Bowl. Approach is a little bit different. Basically, they know that marketing, especially social sharing, word of mouth is extremely strong, sharing through your mobile phone, and online marketing, because many of you watching are online marketers or looking at make money online opportunities. And this legitimate business, what Game Loot Network does is they actually cut out the middleman. And they essentially get introduced to loyal customers, and they share the revenue with you because they don't have to pay advertising companies and those exorbitant dollars we were talking about. So cutting out the middleman allows you to be the word of mouth, the mobile phone, the online marketing. That's how you tap into this business. So now we're going to leave it right here, and I'm going to come out of screen share, because before we get into the amazing compensation plan, what I wanted to do was introduce our next. So bottom line is, I'm teasing you a little bit there. I'm not going to talk about the compensation plan, but I hope that you're sitting on the edge of your seat saying, you know, this is interesting, because that's what we want. So what I'm about to do is every week on our show, we actually bring out real live members of Game Loot Network to have them share their experience on how they got involved with Game Loot Network, how they're doing, how they're building out their team, and let them share in their own words rather than us telling you with Game Loot Network. So the reason I'm wearing the crazy hair tonight is my next guest on the show, our next guest on the show, is a man who has just today reached the rank level of Sapphire. Now, I'm going to let him talk about that, but the hair, which matches my eyes, by the way, is in celebration from a man, Sonny Hussain, who reached the level of Sapphire today. So, Sonny, again, now here's dedication for you also. Sonny, my man, it is, 8:25 here in the United States, outside of New York, where I'm from, and Sonny has joined us live. Now, this is live. It's real, raw, unscripted. You know, we don't have this all planned out, and that's what people love about this. He is joining us at, what time is it there, Sonny? 2 o'clock in the morning?
Half past one now. Half past one.
Half past one. That's dedication, my man. Again, Sonny, congratulations on reaching the rank of Sapphire today, brother. Let's all put our hands together for Sonny.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. It's been a... Thanks, guys. It's been an incredible journey so far with Game Loot Network. I've been in the MLM industry for about 7 years now, and I'm always looking out for opportunities that I can help my team, because there's a lot of MLM companies out there where you can be on the top and all that's happening is your team is just building your business for you. And I didn't want any of that. I didn't want any of that piece of cake. What I wanted to be involved with was an opportunity where if I go in there, I can help my team. I can help them with their marketing. I can help them with their mindset. I can help them develop themselves. I can have a community where each person is helping each other. And also with the company itself, the company is providing all the marketing materials necessary to make an opportunity successful. Now, I don't want to go into the details of the marketing side of it. I'm sure Biggs is going to discuss it, or he's probably going to ask me a bit about it later, which, I'm raving about the marketing side of it because it's a done-for-you system. A lot of opportunities that you go into, you have to sort of do the marketing side yourself. You have to do your own sort of capture pages, login ads, and all that sort of thing you have to do yourself. With this, it's done for you, and that's what I really like about it. Well, it's been about less than 30 days today, and I got a notification on my phone saying, Sonny Hussain, you've reached the rank of Sapphire, and I was over the moon, guys, because the rank of Sapphire is just not only is the actual badge itself electrifyingly blue, right, but it just gives you that sense of accomplishment that, you know what, I've helped and supported my team to get to where they are today, and as a result, I am where I am today. Because without true team effort in this, you can't succeed. And I don't want to be a part of anything where my team, the people in my organization, aren't achieving the same success as me. So, you know, I've got a huge community behind me where, you know, I'm helping them, I'm supporting them, and the money side of it is just the icing on the cake. For me, it's all about the support, and you know what, I can help and support these guys, and this is what anybody that comes in here will be getting.
Sonny, that's awesome. Yeah, let's tease them a little bit longer about the money before we hit them with the money hammer big time. Why don't you tell us, you know, why you think this company is different than the others you've been involved with before? You talked about having experience with MLM. Why is this network marketing company different?
With other MLM companies, it's usually a guy on the top, and the people below you are always working hard for you. But what happens is, I've noticed, is when they're working hard for you, they're not working for themselves, and the person on top doesn't help in any way. So maybe, you know, they'll help and support and they'll motivate, but in terms of influence, right, with this company you can have direct influence, because everything is assessed on group volume, how well your team does. Because if your team doesn't do good, you don't advance to the next round. That's what I really like about this, because it's not individual effort, it's team effort.
Absolutely. Hallelujah, brother. And Paul, I think you started to raise your hand there a little bit. You had a question about that, because you started to talk about group volume and team effort.
Yeah,
maybe
my question to you, Sonny, is compared to other businesses. Now, you mentioned that there's a definite teamwork that's involved here. What is your take on how teamwork in this company works compared to something else?
The teamwork in this opportunity is where you can bring in 3 personal referrals to yourself, right? After that, for example, if you're an individual with great influence and you've got a lot of people behind you, you can allow yourself to place those direct referrals that you would have taken to yourself under a team member. And what that does, it not only helps them qualify and get them to the next round, but it also helps push you up as well. And that's what I really like about it. So people like myself who are network marketers, online marketers, who are, you know, building relationships with people and bringing opportunities to people, right? As well as, you know, I'm a full-time English teacher as well. So that goes to show that anybody that's doing different professions, they can do this as well. So when people come to me and say, Sonny, you know, I like the sound of what you're doing, I'll be like, that's great. You know what? I'm going to be placing you under a team member to help them qualify, but you'll be working with me directly. You get the training directly with me. And what happens is, it causes a frenzy, because now that you place people below your team member, it's going to help motivate them. It's going to make them want to become that leader that they truly are, because everybody within themselves have got a lion inside them and it's just waiting to be unleashed. And Game Loop Network, we help those people come out their shell. And that's
unleash the lions.
We definitely use this pay it forward mentality that we've spoken about a number of times.
Say that again.
We're definitely using this pay it forward mentality that we've spoken about a number of times.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's you know, it's that mentality where, you know what, you can unselfishly just give your personal referrals to your downlines, to your team members below you, and also, you know, you'll unselfishly, you know, I've forgotten the time when I've spent 3-4 a.m. in the morning because of time difference, helping my team members on the other side of the world. Yeah. You know, I got team members in the USA, I got team members in the Philippines. You know, yeah, it's just absolutely amazing. I mean,
it's mind blowing, isn't it funny? It's mind blowing how different it is and how it's set up. And the reason that Bigg left you guys teased on the compensation plan is because we're going to go through it. And the beauty of it is, why don't we go ahead and tease them, Sonny? Just give them the number of the bonus. Okay, the bonuses, okay, and daily residual. Okay, again, this is results not typical, because as we said, we're really focused on helping everyone. All right, But the bottom line, results not typical. Let's tease them with the numbers over less than 30 days, what you've hit in bonuses, and now the daily residual you're receiving. And then we'll go right into it. We'll leave them hanging on that. Sonny, tell them, you hit Sapphire today. Total bonuses altogether, dollar-wise, and daily residual that you hit right now.
To this day, with all the bonuses added up, less than 30 days, I've earned $4,500 bonus.
Boom!
And every Fridays, I'm having $350 deposited in my account. It's in there.
Boom, boom! Absolutely.
How much are you making today now? How much are you making today?
I'm making $50 residual a day whilst I'm sleeping. That's $350 every Friday gets paid, because we get paid on Friday. That money
awesome.
gets.
All right. Hold on, Sonny. See, I know we get excited. We start to go into it. And so, results not typical. Again, let me remind you what I'm going to do. Paul, did you want to go into the compensation plan? Why don't we do that? Because
I'm going to jump into the compensation plan here, but before I do, I've got to mention that one of my downlines busy sending me messages, telling she's thanking me for showing this opportunity to her, and that to me it says it all, folks. Like when you get people thanking you from the bottom of their hearts for showing them an opportunity, it means a lot. And she's a crazy woman, but yeah, I love you, babe.
I love that little she's a crazy woman, but yeah. So Paul, let's do this. Let's remind people that if you're watching this for the first time, you're probably like, who the hell are these nutsos that are throwing out all the peace, love, teamwork, all that stuff? But the truth is, that's why we're so excited, because we build this, and the way that Lance Baker and the entire corporate team structured this distributorship is the comp plan is all about that, and we'll share that. That's why we have people smiling when they come on, because it really is. And so if you're sitting there going, yeah, but I don't have, a big following or whatever, it doesn't matter. Follow along with what Paul is about to share his screen with you, and your eyes will be opened, and then we'll come back and we'll actually open up more from Sonny, okay, about his experience and how he went through the comp plan that my man Paul is just about to go over. How that sound like a plan, Paul? Again, remember, results not typical. Always get back to the person that shared the link with you. If you're watching this live, get back to that person. Again, we're all part of the same team. And the bottom line is, if you're watching this on replay, same thing. Someone shared a link with you, so obviously they want to work with you. Go ahead, Paul.
Tell me if you can see the compensation plan.
Beautiful, my man. Go ahead.
Right. Now, there's three options on how to get started with Game Loot Network. Right. When people come in and join us, they can either join as a free gamer. Now, as Big mentioned before, a lot of people are into just playing games just to de-stress and whatever the case is. So we can have people joining us as a completely free player, and they just want to play the games. Premium gamers are people that they pay a $10 subscription fee every single month, and their $10 gets them tokens that they can use in-game, and then they can join in competitions within the games, and they can actually win some really, really cool prizes. The network builders, or the business owners, or people that we call Game Loot ambassadors, this is a cost to them of $124.99 a month, and $100 of that goes towards 500 tokens for them that they can use towards games that they play themselves, and $25 is for their marketing arcade marketing system and the back office. And this is the system that allows us to present the opportunity and to have a look at what's happening within our business. And the entire deal, as I've said, it's $124.99 and a month. That's a monthly fee. Alternatively, if people sign up 10 premium gamers, their $100 is waived. So that is an absolute awesome addition that a lot of people that we've been talking about it recently, and a lot of people absolutely love that. And three ways that we get paid is through daily commissions. Now, as Sonny mentioned earlier on, he's making now $50 a day. But the way that this works is, as we help people get more people underneath him using this pay it forward strategy that we're using very successfully, I might add, people can build up to a point where they're earning up to $3,000 a day. Folks, that is massive money in anyone's language. That is a lot of money to be able to make $3,000 a day. I know my goal, and it's that. I want to be up there. Then there are different level up bonuses. Now there are different ranks that as you move up through the ranks, your daily commissions go up. But then there's also a bonus, a level up bonus that is given to you once you move through the different ranks. So you would go from Ruby to Ruby 2, Ruby 3, and then we got Sapphires and so on, and then Emeralds after that, and Diamonds. And every time that you move through those ranks, there is a once-off level up bonus every time that you hit those ranks. The smallest one for getting in 3 people under you, you get an immediate $250 bonus for leveling up to the first level. All the way up to a $200,000 bonus, people. You can get a $200,000 bonus paid to you when you reach that level. And then there's something called a builder bonus, and that is when you help a 4th or 5th or 6th person to infinity achieve a certain level. When you help them within their business, you can get up to $10,000 per person additional that you sign beyond the 3 that you need. You only need 3. You only need 3, and everyone beyond that we give away. But if you want to help a 4th person, you can earn up to $10,000 for helping that person. And this is the compensation plan, what it looks like, the snapshot on the different ranks. Now they're using precious stones as a mechanism, and it goes from Ruby all the way down to a black
Paul,
crown.
let me just make sure that you reiterate the disclaimer down at the bottom. If you could read that off for people, maybe a little bit small in screen share.
Whoops. There. All right, mine's covered, so I can't read it because it says I'm sharing the screen.
Basically, it's for illustrative purposes only. There are no guarantees, obviously, ever. It is for illustrative purposes. If you want to see all the details on the comp plan, make sure when you visit the website, the entire compensation structure is laid out in detail. So these are just illustrations so that we can show you what is possible in this system. Go ahead, Paul.
Yep. Yeah. The one thing that we cannot ever say is that we guarantee payments. It's one thing that we cannot say. But I mean, by judging by people's performance, we know that it pays. So the very first rank, Ruby, when you help people achieve or become active game ambassadors, it creates a group volume of $300, and then you start making that $5 daily commission. You get the level up bonus of $250. The end column there, where they speak about the builder bonus, it's what I was speaking about early on. When you help a 4th or 5th or 6th person, you reach those ranks. You get $500, $1,000, $2,500, and then a $6,000 bonus for helping another person build their business. I mean, that is fantastic. And you can see each one, it keeps on going up, and it's basically almost to the power of 3, where you help 3, those 3 help 3, and so on and so on. And our strategy is certainly effective in helping people find those 3 people and keep on passing it on. And you can see the daily commissions go from 5, 20, 30, 50, 100, 150. I know Sonny's going for Sapphire 2 next. And you too, Big, I know you got your eye on that Sapphire 2. Actually, every single person that is on this call besides myself are Sapphires, and they are all going for Sapphire 2. I know you guys want that $5,000 bonus and $100 a day, and it is very, very achievable, and I see that happening soon with some people. And then like with most companies, all the way down to Diamond and beyond, we got double diamonds, triple diamonds, Crown. At Crown, your group volume of $2 million will get your daily commission of $2,000 and $175,000.
Now, Paul, a very detailed PDF is available from the person that shared the link with you for this call. So if you want to see this in more detail, a full explanation on the compensation plan, just get back to them and they'll be happy to send you, it's a 7-page PDF that details everything. Again, we obviously can't cover every single detail on a 1-hour call, but thank you, Paul.
Yeah. What I do want to point out is all those level up bonuses, okay? Add them all together, and you're going to come up with a very impressive figure, because that's 200,000 plus 175 plus 150, etc. But anyway, moving right along. All right. So now it's up to you guys to make a decision. All right. You can play games and get paid. How difficult is it to make that decision? It is up to you guys out there who are looking at this business for the first time. We have introduced people who've done it, who are doing it There are many, many more out there like it. It is one of the first companies I've seen where we've got multiple income earners, and you can certainly be one of them. It's only up to you to make a decision. Our goal is to help you cover your $125 as fast as possible, and then help people below you do exactly the same thing. So game on, folks. We want you to join us, and I want Big to bring the money hammer for every single person.
Absolutely happy to. Game on. That's what we say. It's the Game On, Get Paid Power Hour show. And Sonny, maybe because Paul shared the compensation plan, talk about how achievable you think it is to get to those next levels that he highlighted for someone like you, because we're talking about less than 30 days, and we're talking about, you know, levels that are double and even triple what you've already achieved. How attainable do you think those are for you in the next 30 days, you and your team?
110%. 110%. No doubt it is absolutely possible to do anything in this business, because when you come in the mindset of helping your team members, guys, ultimately you are going to be successful. If you come in the mindset of being selfish and you're going to think that, you know what, I'm going to put in a bit of money in my pocket, then this business isn't for you. This business is for people that want to help other people succeed, and real team building. If you've come across other opportunities where they talk about team building and how they're going to help you, you've not seen anything yet, because what we have here, the team spirit, the motivation, and the leaders behind this opportunity, right? We're a family. We are a family, and we'll make sure each person in our team succeeds. And we do that via our training, our individual hangouts. We spend one-to-one coaching sessions with each other. You got our training videos in our groups. You've got the whole shebang. You got everything to you can't make excuses in this, because everything's on a plate. Everything's on a plate. You just need to snatch it, right? You just need to snatch it. So what else can I say?
Yeah. Sonny loves cooking food, so everything's going to be about a plate or serving or things like that. So
I was going to mention something, Biggs.
Yeah?
If you put a fish on a plate, right? If you leave it outside, you've literally put on a plate a fish, right? For food for a cat. It's going to come and snatch it. What we're doing in Gaming Network, we're giving you everything, guys. We're giving you all the tools. The company's giving you everything. There's no excuse that you're not going to be successful. And yeah, I love my cooking. Krista knows how much I love my cooking as well.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Now, one of the things, Sonny, you came in as a newbie, right? We all did. How hard was it to understand the process of becoming a game ambassador? Was it hard? Or was it laid out step by step?
It was laid out step by step. It was laid out so easy. It was like,
so why don't we do this? You think it would be good if I shared a couple of slides that show people how easy it is to step up to a game ambassador and beyond?
Yeah, I think that'll be great.
So let's do this. I'm going to share my screen again, and I'm going to go back into what Paul talked about. Can you guys see my 3 steps to getting paid slide?
Yep.
Awesome. So how do you actually get paid? Excuse me, because Paul, Sonny, they've all talked about, stepping into these and bonuses and level ups and, all of these things. So how do you actually get paid? Well, as Sonny pointed out, we make it relatively easy. In fact, the company makes it relatively easy with all the training they provide, with everything they make available to people when they sign up. You're not left behind. In fact, sometimes we laugh that there may be way too much, but the truth is it's broken down step by step, and that's why it's so easy. That's why I asked. So to become a game ambassador, as Paul pointed out, you pay that $124.99. Now, don't sit there and go, oh my God, it's $124.99. Stop for a second. Keep an open mind. Keep an open mind here, all right? Because we're going to show you how to get paid. You get commission qualified because you go out and you sign up 3 people as game ambassadors, which means that you pay your $124.99, you sign up 3 people underneath you with your direct link to also pay the $124.99. So we got that. To become a game ambassador, you become a game ambassador qualified, and you also sign up 3 people to do that. And then finally, you receive that first level up bonus. So you level up your game, as we say. You receive a $250 level up bonus paid directly to you. All right. Plus, you're now qualified to start receiving $5 per day in residual income. That's every single day, just for signing up 3 people underneath you. And that's why we talk about it being relatively easy to step up to that game ambassador and be qualified right away and be making money. Again, no guarantee. You've still got to put the work in to get those 3 people. That's what we talk about. There's a lot of teamwork, a lot of training, a lot of tools available, especially for that $24.99, because you get the whole marketing arcade. But again, it's all about training and support. What we absolutely love about Game Loot Network as a corporate company is it's a new generation of team support. So they have conference calls on a Tuesday through Saturday. They have webinars, live webinars that you can attend and basically send people to that might be interested in joining you. They have huge team events, live events all over the U.S. market and starting to grow in other countries as well. So you're not left alone. There are ways to help you grow and grow your team. So how do you actually become that game ambassador? Here's what you do. For that $124.99, $100 purchase you a $500 token pack for $100. Then the $24.99 purchases your monthly marketing arcade. Okay? So subscribe to the marketing arcade. That's a total of $124.99. The basic structure to getting paid from that means that you're commission qualified. So to hit the Ruby level, which is that first level, you're going to get that $250 bonus and that $5 a day residual because you personally enrolled 3 game ambassadors. To move to the Ruby 2 level, I'm just giving you examples here, how quickly you can move through the levels. You're going to be commission qualified. Ruby 2, you get a level up bonus of $500 and you get a paid daily commission residual daily of $20 per day because you, as Paul talked earlier, got your 3 and we helped those 3 get their 3. And it goes on and on the same way. So we're going to basically say to you, shared with you so many things, and we're going to have a strong call to action tonight for you. We're going to basically tell you that getting started is easy. You want to get back to the person that shared tonight's show with you on a link live or through a replay with them as a game ambassador. You want to pay that $124.99. Once you enroll as a game ambassador, and again, you can pay through credit card, you can pay through Bitcoin. There are many different ways in order to pay the $124.99 to get started. You're then going to check your email because you're going to get a back office login information welcome from the company. They're going to tell you how to set up your e-wallet and to get paid, and that's the important thing for them, that's all set up before you start promoting. And you're going to go back to the back office, and the back office is chock full, okay, of training videos and calls and all that, and you're going to get very, very familiar with it as soon as possible. And that training is done step by step also. And as I said, they have nightly calls to help as well. You're going to then take your mobile phone, because again, this is all about mobile gaming, so it's up to you to also, guess what? Talk the walk and walk the talk. You're going to download the free Game Loot app. You're then going to go to your website, which you'll receive in that welcome email, and you're going to download the compensation plan, or if you've already had it shared, the reason you want to download it is because you're going to want to share it with people that are interested also. So as I said earlier, if you get back to the person that shared the link with you on tonight's call, they're going to be able to share that compensation plan PDF with you and help you make that decision. But it really is easy because we've shown you how easy it is to actually get started and join Game Loot Network and start to tap into this entire mobile gaming craze without being a crazy mobile gamer yourself. Now, Sonny, one of the things I shared there was this, step by step to getting started. What are some of the biggest things that you tell your people when they reach out about and they say right off the bat, oh, but it's $125? What would you tell someone that reached out to you like that?
I tell my guys that when you come on to our team, your team, Krista's team, or Paul's team, you're only going to be paying that 125 just that 1 month, because we've got that mindset in our team that you're going to get those 3 people. And if you haven't got that mindset already, we're going to change that mindset for you. Because when people say they cannot sponsor, really you're saying that you can't talk to people, you can't build relationship with people. Everybody does that, you know. Everybody does that just naturally. So we help you tap into your subconscious mind, your conscious mind, how to talk to people effectively, how to write posts, all through training. So once you get your 3 people, you'll get your $250 bonus. You're making $150 a month, right? That covers your membership. You're making $25 surplus. Help those 3 people below you get their 3. You're making $600 a month this time with your $20 residual, and you're making a $500 bonus. Which other company out there is going to give you? I come from a rev share industry background, so that industry was more advertising, and it was more for yourself. The more people you get below you, the more money you make. Here, it's all about you guys. So if you guys come on this journey with us, you're going to get the help and support like you've never, ever got from any other company, and that's a guarantee.
That's a great point, Sonny. Yeah, go ahead, Paul. That's a great point, because the whole aspect is social. We talked about it. The reason Game Loot, the gamers, is because it's such a social atmosphere. The same is holding true with the distributorship level as well. We're finding that the more people are socially active with each other, the more help people can give each other, the more success everyone is seeing. Go ahead, Paul.
You know what I tell some people when I tell them it's $124.99 a month and they got $124.99 a month, I say, yeah, can you believe it? I'm surprised it's not $999. Because honestly, folks, what kind of a business can you start today for $125 a month? To run a business these days, any type of business, to give you this type of money, you're looking at way, way more money. I'm surprised it's that low.
Absolutely. I think what you have to do is realize that if your mindset is that you're busy bending down to pick up pennies, dollars are flying over your head in the meantime. Because as we said, if you work the system as the system is meant to be worked, that $124.99, as Paul just said, as Sonny just shared, is something that you're willing to pay because you know you're getting value from it. And again, it's a different mindset. But we have tons and tons, thousands upon thousands of testimonials from people who got past that and who are now seeing the power of teamwork. And the reason we do this show is not only to highlight Game Loot Network for you, but it's also to highlight, as we said, members each week who come on and tell their own story. So on that note, Sonny, I want to thank you, my man. Again, congratulations. I wore my hair just for you tonight, my man. We are very proud of you reaching that level. And, you know, before we basically turn out the lights here, did you have any parting words for the people out there watching tonight? If you want, you can go ahead and give a shout out to your team also if you want.
I just want to say that if you stay in your head, right, you'll be dead, right? If you get fixated on the $124.99 and you think that that's just going to be, I'm going to be paying continuously, and you don't see the bigger picture, right? People get fixated on the smaller things, but they don't see the bigger picture. See the bigger picture, guys. See the good, the value in this that we're bringing to the table. And when you see that, $124.99, like Paul said, we should be really paying a lot more than this, because people have lost money in high yield investment programs, people have lost money in rev shares, people have lost in crowdfunding, they've lost all that money. Anybody that's joined this game, you can't bring a testimony where people have lost money in this. They've not, and you're not going to lose it, because it's a sustainable, long-term company that's got real vision to take this company further. Just want to give a shout out to Wally Lumley, Jason Vanderbrink, Denise, everybody in my team, guys. You're doing a fantastic job, and I just want you guys to know that I'm here for you, and I'm going to be here till I see you guys surpass me, and that's a promise.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, my man. Now, remember also, it's cost versus value. Again, we haven't even gone over the entire marketing arcade and all the valuable tools and training that are in there to help you get signups, eventually get leads, and have people join your team also. That's why, Paul, you talked about it being $900 a month, because again, the marketing coming from someone that does a lot of email marketing, you yourself are quite impressed with what they've done in the back office. Am I correct?
Absolutely. You know, over the years I've seen some really great pages and some really crap pages, and the pages that they got in their back office are world class. They really, really are. They look good on mobile phones, and that to me is especially important. I mean, mobile traffic has overtaken desktop traffic in the past few years. It's about 60-40 now in favor of mobile. So it's very, very important that that people build mobile pages. These guys have done it all. And you get to see your leads. Everything is in your back office. It's a complete done-for-you system that a lot of other companies with similar things make you pay additional for that. And these guys are just charging $24, and it's all built into the price anyway.
Absolutely. And there's a back office with CRM software and lead follow-up and just so much back there that it literally is a business in a box that these guys do. And the reason is because they built the company by distributors for distributors. The names that they have are some of the best well-known, and so we're absolutely proud to be involved with the company. We want to do this show on a weekly basis, again, not only to highlight the company, the program, the opportunity, but to highlight team members again. And these are people that aren't necessarily in our direct team. We have people on from other teams coming as well. That's how, again, for everyone to help everyone and continue to spread the word. So on that note, you have spent an hour of your time tonight on a Thursday night. We certainly appreciate it. I want to thank Krista, who essentially is still here with us for coming on. She wanted to be here to certainly celebrate Sonny's success. Sonny, my man, I absolutely want to thank you for coming on at now here 2 o'clock in the morning. And as always, I want to thank my man, Paul D'Souza, who went out of his way to introduce me to this whole concept of Game Loot Network also. Thank you, my man. On that note, we will take you out like I always do. The bottom line is take action, and when you do, you too will be able to raise the money hammer and hit them with the money hammer. Until we see you on next week's show, this has been Big, my co-host Krista, my man Paul, our guest Sonny, and we will see you on next week's Game On, Get Paid Power Hour show, and hopefully when we do, you'll send us a message saying, because of the show I watched, I joined the team and I'm happy to be here. See you next week, folks. Take care.
Take care, guys.
Thank you very much, guys.
See you guys.
Awesome. Awesome. Good night. Take care. Go make it happen.